Ladies and gentlemen, we are building a cheap, if not free, hammer rack. I'm going to start by taking an old shelf I found in a closet in our home. I'm going to rip it in half, A, because I don't need the depth of shelf to hold that many hammers, but B, I don't like the crowning and cupping that's occurring in this board. If you don't have a track saw, a skill saw will do. Now that I test fit it to see that I like the dimension, I'm going to take an extra little step here, power plane it to get it a little flatter, taking out the curves in the board. Whatever is cupped on the bottom, you will have the inverted mimic of that on top. As you can see here, the crowning on the bottom is pretty deep. Don't worry if you don't have a power planer or don't want to learn on this job, skip this step. If you don't have a saw, skip this step and buy pre-dimension lumber at your local big box hardware store. The next thing you're going to do is just evenly space and mark out where you want the channels for your hammers to slide into. Pro tip here, use a paddle bit, it's fast. Also pro tip, they're shockingly violent bits in my opinion, in the drill bit family. So use an impact driver, not a drill. There's more torque, it's less likely to bind and stop on you. And when these bits bind, it can be uncomfortable for your wrist. It's also a cleaner cut when they don't stop. This is where a jigsaw comes into play. If you don't have one, a handsaw would work, just be a big bummer. Basically, I'm just connecting the outside edges of the circles with straight lines that I've marked using my speed square so that I can have consistent and evenly spaced hammer slots, just like this. Now I'm going to take my trim router with an 1/8 inch roundover and just round over every surface on this thing with the main goal that I want the hammers to glide easier in and out and not have friction points nor take a unwanted splinter. I glue everything that I assemble on all my products in the shop because I know they're going to take a lot of weight abuse and temperature exchange. I pin nail it just to hold it together and then evenly space some construction screws and drive them in. Now, knowing that this thing's going to hold a lot of weight, I cut a quick gusset set out of scrap wood, just some 45s. I'm going to put them inside of the shelf on the underside just to support that weight so it doesn't flex in on itself, which it was probably going to do with the sledgehammers up there. Don't shoot your nail gun like I do here. It's not safe or effective. In fact, I ended up driving screws from the top and bottom. I just use this as a placeholder, and I'm shocked that, really shocked I didn't shoot through and hit my finger on this one. Don't do that. Now, installation. Make sure your gussets give you enough room not to hit stud. So wherever you plan this out, make sure your gussets are not in contradiction with your stud placement, because I screw directly through this thing, pre-drill, countersink, and go straight into stud 3 places. 2, 2, and 2 right over each other. This gives me enough confidence to hang as much weight as I really could have in a collection without needing a larger hammer rack for big sledgehammers. Here you go. It's very effective. It's very cheap. Just your time. And it's holding all of the hammers I own, less what's in my pack out kit. And what's great is it holds drill and drivers, and I can just grab and go off the shelf, and then when I unload from a job, come back, unpack, and boom, it's on the wall. And it's also not an eyesore. The best part about these projects, though, to me, are that you're utilizing what you have around you. And if you're just getting started in woodworking, or you're looking to expand in the DIY and weekend warrior pro-am type environment, projects like these are great for you to just maximize efficiency with functionality. Meaning, build them as quickly as you comfortably can without sacrificing the quality. To me, using an old shelf from the 1960s is the perfect way to do that. Minus the fact that I might have been planing off lead paint, I think it was a smash success of a build. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I encourage you to do projects like this, especially if you want to keep learning the trades. The little things add up, and they carry over. A lot of small pieces from fun jobs like this carry over into larger projects and might help you make more money in the future. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. If you like what you're seeing, consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you really like it and you're feeling frisky, subscribe to our channel. We appreciate it. See you guys.